Hey, what's up? This is Miss Vimba, and you are locked into two Broke Twimbos. I hope they get paid soon.
We ain't got it. Broke, fat broke. We ain't got it. Don't spend no money, ain't got no clothes, ain't got no cars, ain't got no hoes. We broke.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You're now listening. 1, 2, broke. We ain't got it.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your pilot, aka your podcaster speaking. None other than Phil Chad, aka Flip Floss the Big Boss Baby, aka Pizza P, aka Sexington Glovo, aka Filthy Phil, aka DJ Mkarat. Don't know why?
Why?
Because we the best! And obviously,
I'm unable.
Dan does not have a passport, so he could not be here. But I found a suitable replacement. None other than Gugu Mhlungu.
Who doesn't have as many AKAs as Big Boss, Phil,
Yeah.
Dr. Rock, I don't even know.
Yeah, yes. I call him a Gugu Muffin, but you guys, they call it Googs,
You do not call me a cocoa muffin.
I call him a Gugu Muffin. I deny being a Gugu Muffin.
Good grief, I do deny it.
You filthy rotten liar. Anyway, we're actually breaking new podcasting ground here right now, guys. I think this might be a world record. We need to verify this.
Possibly when we land, we'll find out if this was a world first.
Yes, if you guys have not gathered, we are actually recording inside the new Zim Airbus.
Living that life.
We are bowling.
Out of control.
Bowling. Since we're broke, though, I am recording this from the storage cabin, as I could not afford a ticket. So it might get a little noisy, it might get a little rough, but bear with us as we continue to deliver that quality podcast entertainment that you guys know and love and appreciate.
I'm literally taking it to new heights this time.
We're Mile High Club, baby. Mile High Club.
39,000 feet above sea level.
Yeah, or somewhere around those
Somewhere
levels.
during.
Somewhere around those levels, but levels nonetheless. Levels.
Like AKA doesn't even know.
Yeah, he doesn't understand this. When has he recorded a song on a plane? Never. Eh? You record your little songs there on ground level. Get out of here, man. Who are you? You are not bowling until you are doing it in the air, because the air it's so crisp out here. You know what I mean? Like my voice is so clear, and I'm breathing easy. From now on, Air Zimbabwe, hit me up. From now on, every week I want to record the podcast
From a flight.
from the flight, and I'll be marketing you guys. Like like this week on duty we have Biola and Mavis as our flight attendants. And then give them like a ring announcement coming in. Biola at 45 years old, a two-time divorcee with 3 kids.
You are an awful person. Why is she divorced?
Well, because he lives a hectic lifestyle and her husband couldn't manage it.
So he was a loser then.
Yes, he couldn't handle the pressure.
Okay.
And Biola was the breadwinner while he was stuck at home, fending for himself, depressed that he just lost his job.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
this got deep.
Yeah, it's a sad tale.
Got
But
deep
Beulah's
very quickly.
persevered. I respect her.
Why is her name Beulah also?
Because it's on a name tag.
Fair.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Yeah. Excuse me, I just had a sip of my very, very expensive fruit juice, courtesy of Air Zimbabwe. We are balling. So anyway, let's get to the crux of the matter. We are on this flight because we are both returning from the MTV Mama Awards.
Well, I'm not returning. I've returned. I'm now leaving South Africa.
For some reason you have decided to leave the land of plenty to come to the land of few, the land of spoiled milk and sour honey, as I like to call it.
It's because I miss Zesa.
Is it?
I actually miss Zesa
Is
and the
it?
power cuts.
It's a sad situation when Zesa's doing a better job than Esco.
Listen, you don't even know.
Your sentence hasn't had power for 2 days.
Please respect my country. Please respect. There's a baby crying in the background because we out here.
Actually, the mics won't even pick that up. They're that good.
Oh, never mind. There isn't a baby crying
Yes.
because we're still out here.
So yes, we were at the MTV Mamas in the beautiful Durban.
They can't be the MTV mamas because then it's
That's
MTV's
redundant.
MTVs, man.
Yeah.
Are you also the person that says Summer Awards?
Yes, I also say I'm going to the automatic ATM machine.
Oh dear. Give my people free, Pharaoh. So we've just come back from the MTV Africa Music Awards, otherwise known as the Mamas. They were in Durban on Saturday.
Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
And Nigeria cleaned up, hey?
As usual. As usual.
Also, as to be expected. Did you
Yeah.
expect something else?
Not really, eh? I actually expected more. I was actually shocked that the Nigerians did not have a full-on onslaught.
And take everything.
Yeah. Who audits these awards? Because they voted, right? Who audits them?
They must have an auditor.
Because, like, I was thinking about it. Like, the greatest hustle would be, like, you fool people into thinking they're voting.
But
you just
you've
choose
already
who you want.
decided.
Yeah.
But you can't do that. It's against the Competition Act in Daza. It needs to be legit.
But who's checking this? That's the thing.
I'm sure they have auditors. Look, they're not a public company, so they don't have to show the public or give it to the public. But if an auditor ever asked, or if, like, I think they'd go under the Competition Act, they'd need to be able to prove that they were audited, not recordings, but audited votes.
Ah. So if a disgruntled artist, for example, were to say, guys, let's review, then they could have a strong case.
Well, they'd also need to prove that they have grounds to believe that it was dodgy. And how do you prove that?
Well, let's say, for example, AKA,
Yeah.
who's known to throw a hissy fit from time to time, or even Casper. They're the hissy fit queens, really.
Seafood creams.
Like if they say they lost in a surprise fashion,
Mm-hmm.
like Casper, I don't know who else was nominating best ever. It was him, KO, AKA.
AKA wasn't in best
Your
hip-hop.
Super was nominated. The Sarkodie, who wasn't at the awards, surprisingly, for some
I was
reason.
very disappointed. I was ready to propose.
Weren't we all?
I was very disappointed.
The number one Obede.
I was,
I would be there. I'd be with you. I don't even lie. I'll be with you.
would you be there with me?
Screaming like a girl. Oh my God.
I saw him in LA. He was.
Look at your name dropping. Oh, I saw him in LA.
No, I did because we were at the BET Awards
Yeah.
a couple of weeks ago.
Hey, well, who asked you?
Oh, I was just saying how.
Okay, fine,
That I've
whatever.
seen Obidi recently. Kanti. In fact, it was my first time seeing him live.
There we go. Mavis is asking us for tea or coffee. I obviously don't need it because I'm sipping on my expensive fruit juice.
So I think on the results, like, they keep them. There must be a way to keep them. They're audited. It's all above board. When I stop making dodgy insinuations about
Right.
the auditing process for the mamas.
You got to step some controversy, just to keep things interesting. But anyway, let's get on to Durban itself. Durban, I don't know. I fell in love with Durban. I love that place, and that is
Really?
where you are from.
No. My family is from Newcastle, which is outside of Durban.
Same thing.
Most people who claim Durban actually aren't from Durban.
But is it in KZN? Yes or no?
Yes, it is.
Is Newcastle full of Zulu queens?
Yes.
So then you are from Durban.
No, I was born in Johannesburg.
Fine. Your mother is from Durban.
No. Hey, okay, fine. Sometimes you must know when to quit, Yazi.
Yeah, exactly.
You must know when to pull a mace and be like, I'm out.
Yeah. I've lost all my followers. Goodbye. But yeah, wow, guys.
Did you fall in love with Durban or the women in Durban? Let's be clear.
No, the women in Durban are part of the reason. Like, I already love South African women.
Yeah, I get
From
it.
the greater Gauteng area, Now, when I went into the KwaZulu-Natal area, oh my, guys, it doesn't make sense. I don't understand. Like, how is every woman you see like, damn, wow, jeez Louise. Even the mothers, they mature like fine wine.
Fine, what? Are we checking out people's moms?
I do not deny anything. I was looking at him like, Lord, please, when I finally decide to settle down or when I get trapped by one of these women, please let her.
Why are you getting trapped? Kanti?
These things happen, you know what I mean?
And you
Things
allow
happen.
yourselves to get trapped?
Yeah, but the women, jeez.
And the weather?
Nothing. Landed in Joburg, 0 degrees. Get to Durban, a cool 18.
Yeah.
The whole time we were there, it was amazing. The beach, the women, the people. You'd forget that just a few weeks ago they were killing my brethren.
Oh yeah, about that. So Durban doesn't really like people who aren't from around there, which is a bit tricky.
Because it's a tourist destination.
Yes.
They didn't think it all the way through, did they?
No, it wasn't discussed at the last xenophobic meeting.
Yeah.
We didn't get to that part of the agenda. So what about the tourists? No, we didn't get that far, unfortunately.
Yeah. Maybe they should address it. Because it might be counterproductive.
Fair.
Yeah. So Durban itself as a location, an amazing place. The awards. In fact, before we get to the awards, the press conference, obviously you missed it because you were doing big things in Joburg. But basically,
I was?
Yeah, the press conference. The thing that annoyed me the most about the press conference is they brought in all these international acts, and even before then, I had my reservations. Like, what relevance or what tie-in do these acts have to Africa?
Yeah.
They all go on stage. So Anthony Anderson, Neo, Janae Aiko.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Young Thug got arrested on Tuesday.
obviously, Thug was fighting for his lifestyle behind bars, so they always promote themselves. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I love to do this. It's great, and I'm like, it's great to be home. You know, it's great to be home. I consider this home. This is the motherland. You know, and especially on Nelson Mandela's birthday, it's amazing. Great. Okay, so
this is why history is so important. South Africa ain't home. So far from the Gold Coast.
Yeah. And you're like, okay, so since you're here for the African Music Awards, which African artists do you follow or do you feel you'd like to collaborate with? And basically, what all their answers boil down to, I can literally summarize all their answers to, well, my check cleared and I was free on the date, so I'm here. But, you know, I look forward to listening to what's on offer.
And also meeting and interacting.
Yes.
With some African artists.
Yes, exactly. And socializing and just building that presence, because at the end of the day, this is home. You know, this is where I'm from. This is the motherland. I feel a special connection to here.
And Nelson Mandela.
Yeah, and Nelson Mandela. So do you speak any vernacular languages? No, I don't really. But this is home. And, you know, we don't need to use simple language to communicate. We communicate through the heart, because we are one people. You know, this is the motherland. This is the origin of creation, and this is where we're from. So so we then ask the Alex and Tim Horwood, and I'm trying to remember who else was on stage.
It's in the Viacom Africa team. Mm-hmm.
Guys, what was the reason for bringing these guys when they've all openly admitted they don't even give a damn about African music? Yeah. Obviously, I'm paraphrasing and reading between the lines. Then we got a long-winded answer that, you know, we're broadcasting to 1 billion people, and we're not only on MTV Africa, we're also on ETV. We're broadcasting in Nigeria. We're also going to be broadcasting BT America, BT Europe, MTV Europe, blah 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 blah. Uh-huh. So basically, what I was reading through the lines was, we are commoditizing the African Music Awards so that we can make more money in terms of revenue on the back end and sell it to different markets.
Although that, for me, that was always the thing. They wouldn't have gone into it if it wasn't. So that the awards are a business, that they're a commodity, is not a surprise. They wouldn't have been doing them for the last decade if they weren't making money. So the fact that they want to repackage them or get them to bigger audiences, etc., that doesn't surprise me. It's the nature of, you know, a capital-driven, a profit-driven business. Yeah. That's really, and unfortunately, it sucks if it means, for me, I thought, why do we have people who aren't even back home on the same league as the people they will be sharing a stage with? So you had the cream of the crop of the continent performing with, look, I love Neo, Janae is cool, but really, no, they're not even like A-listers in their own country, and they're coming to perform with A-listers here. Yeah. So, but I get it. It's MTV Africa is owned by a global company. It's obviously a business. There's money to be made, and I can't hate them for that.
You know, like, that much I get, and I even understand that. You know, what I don't like is it's a recurring theme. At the press conference, Neo literally came in and left. He didn't do any red carpet interviews. He didn't really go outside of his way to associate with people. He was just gone. Janae, since it was her first time in Africa, in the motherland, but she's Asian, so I don't know how motherlandish it is. But the Asians are descendants from
Asian?
them. Asians are descendants from Africans.
What is Asian? When you refer to her as Asian, Asia is
Japanese. She's got Japanese heritage.
There you go.
Japanese.
Much better.
Yes. Eat the body like the groceries.
You're a terrible person.
I'm a racist, I know.
Even without the institutional power, you're a terrible person.
So yes, first of all, my issue is, you bring these acts in, they literally just come in,
do their thing.
They have these ridiculous tech riders, and then they leave. They get paid a shitload of cash, because these people are not getting paid a pittance. These are international acts. They're sacrificing maybe 3-4 days. So of that 3-4 days, it's their whole entourage. They're getting flights. They're all getting per diems. They're getting tours and what have you. And MTV spending a buckload. I mean, they basically rented out 3 hotels, 3 4-star hotels for this event.
Yeah.
That is not cheap. And
So what is your concern? That we're spending the money?
we're spending the money, but how are African artists benefiting? How can Ricky Rick or Casper or Burna Boy or Platinum, how are they benefiting from Neo coming in? Besides MTV benefiting.
I don't know that it's meant to be for, because at the end, again, you were saying, at the end of the day, it's a product.
But my issue there is at the press conference when they were asked, like the whole theme throughout, we're doing these awards to give African artists a platform with international acts. We're doing these awards to give African acts the chance to associate and meet with African acts and be part of an event at an international standard. But at the end of the day, there really is no tangible benefit outside of the exposure they get from the awards themselves. So if you're saying that because Neo is on the bill, you're attracting more viewers, and those viewers then become aware of who Platinum is or who AKA is, fair and fine. That kind of makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, how many people who weren't going to watch the MTV Awards tuned in because Neo was performing?
Well, you and I don't know that.
Yeah,
We can't quantify that.
This show is not about facts. It's about assumptions. It's about broad strokes. Okay, we paint broad strokes here.
Generalizations.
Generalizations.
This is so difficult. Well, because you and I don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. Okay. Besides that, the press conference was actually quite dope. Durban was really on the campaign trail. That guy spent, I think, 2 hours just talking to anybody and everyone. It was up and down, up and down, up and down.
yeah, he has an album coming out in a month's time.
Yeah.
And,
He was pushing
you know,
And the bunch.
you gotta work.
the 7-track visual album.
Mm.
Funny enough, he was actually negotiating that earlier today at Sony. I was hoping to interview him. I was not so lucky.
Sorry.
Yeah. He was not doing any interviews, but you should have seen the way he was dressed. Full on tux, thick ass gold chain,
He's always swagged
bow
out.
tie. I was like, no, Coco Master.
Always swagged out.
Coco Master, I respect you, my
Even his
brother.
like casual look, like when he interviewed him in Johannesburg before he went to Durban, he was in like casual like Versace tracksuit pants.
Versace tracksuit.
Versace, what? Just, you know, here I am casual. Like, look,
Yeah.
if you're gonna commit to if you're gonna be the Coco Master,
You gotta sell the dream, and
you gotta commit. You gotta commit to the swag, and you need to and he commits. He always looks fresh
yeah, I know that much. I gotta give him that much.
at all times.
He was swagged out. He was swagged out. And then, obviously, let's get on to the awards. I think we've waffled enough about the preamble. Shut
Not
up.
you.
Okay, I feel like you're judging me, and I don't appreciate that right now.
I am judging you. I'm
Okay.
completely judging you.
As far as the audience is concerned, I'm a trendsetter right now because we are recording at 36,000 feet.
39,000.
Whatever.
We
No.
haven't descended. Kandi, you don't listen.
Okay.
So this was my first Mama experience, and I found the Mamas more enjoyable than the BETs.
Really?
Yeah.
You aren't the first person to tell me that. I was speaking to another big wig, Farai Gundan, of Farai Today and Forbes Writing Fame,
Yeah.
and she was saying the same thing. Like these were actually more organized than the BET Awards,
Not organization-wise, I think.
but
in
like
terms of-
production value, yeah.
in terms of the experience. And
Yeah.
mind you, also awards by their nature are for television.
Yeah.
So being in the venue's not as fun as watching it at home. Granted, this time there were sound issues on the televised.
And even in the studio, but I think like even in the arena, but some of those are like Janae Aiko's performance. It's because she's so damn soft. Like that sound guy had a nightmare.
I also didn't mind. She was boring.
I don't need you. And then he'd yank all the volume
And then
up.
she'd come back.
Then she'd come back. And then oh shit, it was just a nightmare. Like
Yeah.
her performance was so. Yeah.
But production-wise, I thought it was really cool. KO, who says he only rehearsed that morning on Saturday morning.
That was a bad performance. My God.
What?
My
I thought
God.
it was great.
No, in Zimbabwe, bad. Bad is not bad.
Oh,
Bad.
I got it.
Bad,
Okay.
horrible, bad, amazing. You must learn the language, young girl.
I'm on it. I'm here.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was a bad performance.
It was. No. It was just dope.
And to think he did it that morning. He was a little bit unhappy because I think he was the last ditch performer to be brought in to replace Young Thug. So he didn't have the benefit of, other artists who'd arrived on Thursday, on Friday.
Yeah. But he shut it down. He
really did. A little bit disgruntled. He didn't win anything.
Yeah, even before the awards, I interviewed him, and no, on the press conference on Friday, he joked about it as well. And then when I interviewed him on Saturday, he was saying the same thing. Like, it's good to win awards, but that's not really why I do what I do.
Yeah.
Because he's more about the music, and like, let's not lie. Like, these past 2 years, KO has been reading. He's been reading. He's been expanding his vocabulary. He's been working on his delivery.
You're so rude.
I'm not. I'm just being factual. Like, has he not? Dude, it's a juxtaposition. When has a South African rapper ever just juxtaposition in a sentence?
He did it last year.
Exactly, because
just to confuse the enemy.
He has been expanding his vocabulary. That's what I'm saying. That's what a good rapper does. Those are your tools. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you don't have your vocab and your delivery are your tools. Those are your arsenal, and he's been sharpening his sword.
Oh, so many mixed metaphors there, hey?
Yeah,
Tools, arsenal, sharpening swords, hey,
yes,
man.
Yeah, we are going for war. Because we are coming from the Zulu capital.
Oh, dear.
So I had the flashbacks of Shaka.
Oh, dear.
Once again, flashbacks to those Zulu queens. Good God.
They're all not royalty, right?
They are queens in my eyes. They are queens in my eyes. That's all that matters.
All right, then.
Yes.
So I thought that the awards themselves were pretty cool. There were, in VIP, there was an open bar. I don't know how long it lasted, but...
Was there? Why didn't you tell me about this?
You were paying for drinks.
I didn't know. I wasn't drinking. I don't drink.
Sorry.
I literally just stole the water. Like, I was asking for water. They were like, the bar's closed. I found one bottle of water. I stole it, went to my seat.
Why are you stealing? The water was free. Anyway, and people were ordering triple shots, which are illegal in South Africa. But we out here, we're at the mamas.
Shout out to Absolute.
It's lit. So people's parents were just ordering like, I'll have 3 shots of whatever plus 2 tonic waters. What do you mean to drink all of this? You can't even carry it. Anyway, but I think the crowd was also fairly well behaved. The stands and
no. Actually, there was an incident. Like that moment when I saw you walking down the stairs, there was a
creep that was watching me.
There was a fight going on behind you. I don't know how, but like 4 people got involved in a little fracas. I tried to get it on a Snapchat. By the time I pulled out my phone, they diffused the situation.
So it wasn't much then.
But no, they pulled it outside. So they literally just got the guys out, and then I think they finished it off in the hallway there.
Oh, yeah. I didn't see anything.
Because that would not look good on TV. It would not look good on TV.
Carefree blacks enjoying their lives.
Yeah. But the stage design was incredible. Like, that really impressed me.
Yeah.
That was quite an elaborate setup. And let's go through the drama of the awards.
Was there drama?
Apparently, this Boity situation has blown up. Like,
oh no, no. So her co-host asked her about Casper. I can't remember what they said, and then she said in response, no, but Casper always wins. He's not nominated here. Something to the effect of, he's not nominated here, but Casper always wins anyway. This was just before, and this for best collaboration, this is just before she announces AKA as the winner.
Yeah. But these people, like, before they even know who wins, why? I think it was clearly deliberate. Why else would you have Boity down as one of the presenters for best collaboration, even knowing that AK is nominated? You're just attracting drama.
Do you think so? I don't know.
I don't know. Like, the issue had boiled, like it had died down. Then it kind of reignited when AK was in UK, wasn't it? It was just it's starting to get a little annoying. Like, guys, in Zimbabwe we're saying Chiro and Ishipere, just fight and get it over and done with.
As in, like, first fight.
But then again, they did try to have a fight, and then Casper went to his lawyer. So
I don't even think it's like a real... I don't know. I don't even think it's a real thing. I think people are invested in it because we don't get beef, so beef is nice. But I'm just
people like beef.
Like people who, like, if one of them tweets something, one of their fans will tag someone, and I don't know.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. So there wasn't really any drama. She's explained that, like, that was me doing my job. It wasn't shade. I was asked a question by my co-host.
Yeah.
Again, I think it's being blown out of proportion because I think people also want a beef.
Yeah.
And also, if you don't like someone, it doesn't mean it's beef.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just don't like you, and that's okay, hey? That really is okay. If they don't like each other, and I don't know if that's what's happening here, that's pretty chilled. Like, must you like everyone who's in the same industry as you?
No, of course not. I appreciate beef, but I feel like this one's just been a little drawn out. It's like
'cause
you
I
guys
don't-
make up, then you beef again, you make up, then you beef.
I don't even think it's beef. I don't know. I think it's just two people who maybe don't like each other, but beef, it's not like Snyaka and Brenda. I don't think that's what's happening here. That was beef.
Yeah.
That was real beef.
The funny thing about that whole thing is this Boy T Casper thing. I actually don't think it's that real. I think it's a little manufactured, because the timing is it just struck me as a little odd. Just a little odd.
Well, if you consider that they're both pretty high profile, obviously, I think, because it coincided with the launch or the reveal that she's going to be the new legit sportswear brand ambassador from September. I think you kind of bring your worlds together and you're like, oh, okay, well, might as well make it work. It's very difficult for it not to be seen as publicity because you're two big characters, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, the biggest winner here is legit. And we'll see if that translates to sales in a couple of months' time. But they're the biggest winners.
Yeah, but I've been hearing good things. Like people that have heard Casper's new song are saying that's going to be incredible. That Mama made it. That Mama made it. Yeah. So we'll see how that drops. Obviously, AK's has been consistent.
He
Guys,
really, really has.
Guys, Levels had 11 songs. He's released 7 of them. 7. And they've all got regular rotation on radio or have cracked top 10s.
Yeah.
That is those are Michael Jackson stats.
Yeah. Levels is a very good album. And for me, the biggest grower was Sim Dope. It if it didn't hit you the first time, eventually it hits you and you're like, yeah.
Funny enough, I finally learned who Sim Dope is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not in the streets.
In the streets.
I'm not in touch with what's going on in Joburg. So I asked some questions. They're like, "Oh, you don't know Sim Dope?" I'm not gonna shout him out, just in case. But yeah, Sim Dope is a real dude, and apparently he lives that lifestyle.
Yeah.
He lives that lifestyle. So shout out to him.
He must become a regular listener of the podcast.
He should. So
He must get involved.
So if any listeners do know Sim Dope, just tell them, hey guys,
There's this situation.
There's this situation, yeah.
And I imagine he would record a podcast from the sky because Sim Dope.
Yeah, but he'll be the only one on the plane.
Because it's a private jet.
Yeah, just
Him
him
and
and the
his
pilot.
mates.
Him and his pilot. That's it.
Him,
Or
maybe
he made
his
him fly himself. He might
entourage.
fly himself.
Or
You
because
never know.
he has a pilot's license.
Yeah,
Yeah, fair.
he's just living life like Travolta.
I was listening to Jealousy the other day because now I'm listening to Levels Unlocked, the DVD. And see, we're not flying private. And Jealousy still bangs.
Bangs.
In fact, for me, Levels is AKA's best album.
No, without question. In my opinion, Levels was the best hip hop album from South Africa in 2014. Second place, Audio HD. Third place, Cholofelo. Then Scanner Republic. Yeah. Wait. But I just looked over Motoka High School. Motoka High School was also very good.
Really?
Motoka High School is actually quite a decent album as well. Hey, so I'll have to think about this order, and then I'll get back to you guys. Because it's tricky.
But Levels is Levels.
I know Levels was Levels above everything else.
Levels.
So it's back. We have digressed so much. Back to these awards. We're about to land, and we still haven't discussed these awards in deep.
The awards were great.
Okay.
I wish they'd given, they'd cut some of Neo's time and Janae's time and given Dibanj more time. I wish Dibanj performed some of his new music.
Mm-hmm.
He has some really, really cool stuff on the Epic Journey, the album that's coming out next month.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, they wanted him to perform Oliver Twist, which was his biggest hit and whatever. But his new stuff, I quite like what it sounds like.
Right.
I wish it performed.
All I
more.
know is whose idea was it, guys?
To give him a selfie stick?
Let's give Dibanj a selfie stick. This will be a great idea.
Why not? Now me also want to be part of the Coco Master show. Me also, I want to be there and see myself on the screen. I was very disappointed I couldn't be there because, VIP.
Oh, look at you, humble bragging. Get out of here.
I'm not humble bragging. I'm
Besides
simply
that,
bragging.
Highlights of the night besides KO and Dibanj?
P-Square. Man.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
They shut it down. Yeah, so after we're done waffling, I'm going to go into the interview. So I really got a lot of footage to sift. This is going to be a long-ass episode. So I think at this juncture, we can end the wafflage. And now we're going to just break into the interviews.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to list them on the description. So you guys just Just check them out. Don't forget, guys, subscribe, follow, like. We're on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, TuneIn. Anywhere you get your podcasts, we're there. YouTube videos of these interviews are going to be up by next week, so look out for those as well. And Gugu, where do people get hold of you?
I don't have 6 million platforms. I'm on Twitter as @CooksM, so you can find me there.
Yes.
And then Dan will be back. I mean, he's not as pretty, not as charming.
Not at all.
But, you know.
Actually, look, guys, let's have a vote. For those that want to vote to kick Dan off the island and replace him with Gugu, please let us know on Twitter or Facebook, because I'm seriously considering it.
So we would do it between H-Town and Joburg.
Yeah, once we get this SM sponsorship, we're just flying in and out.
Oh, okay. Or just do it in the air.
Yeah.
Just, record it in the air.
Because that's how we live. We live in large out here, son.
Like Sim Dope.
Yeah. Shout out to Sim Dope. Alright, guys, don't forget 2 Broke Twimbos on Twitter, 2 Broke Twimbos on Facebook, Phil Chard on Twitter, Danny That Guy on Facebook and Twitter as well. Googs M on Twitter for Google. And you can also catch what else are you doing in this? Just educate the audience, keep them abreast of what you're doing.
With my life?
Yes, as a professional.
As a professional. I'm lifestyle editor for City Press, which is a very fancy title.
Hello.
Also do a little bit of opinion writing.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I contribute to Cosmopolitan as a contributing editor. And I'm also on 702 on Talk at 9 on Friday.
You had a big wig, eh? A big wig with all the hair.
Not really.
All right, we appreciate that, Gugu. Thank you for dropping in.
I didn't have a choice. We sat next to each other, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, Ginya or Ginya.
What?
It means I forced issues.
Oh, right.
You need to learn Shona, Gugu. If you're going to be in Zimbabwe more, you need to learn Shona.
And all I know is Zviguru Fire.
Jiriku Fire.
Jiriku Fire.
Jiriku Fire, yes.
Thank you very much.
All right, and we're out.
We broke.
Hello, listeners. Sadly, due to circumstances beyond my control, the guy known as Danny That Guy has managed to force his way onto this podcast episode against my will.
Why are we not doing the usual intro?
Because I've already done the intro.
Okay,
with
I
Google.
haven't done mine. Yo, this is 2 Broke Twimbos. You're listening to Danny That Guy, a.k.a. Adenias, a.k.a. the only guy, a.k.a. your girlfriend probably pities me, a.k.a. Dan Mo. When you look at my body weight and my wallet and my plate and my life prospects, more like Dan less.
Great. Now we can move on. So, yeah, as we discussed for the first 30 minutes of this podcast with Gugu, we were at the Mamas. It was a great experience, and we managed to get some interviews. So it's time we educated.
I just have to say I boycotted your Snapchat, your Instagram, and any possible thing that shows photos or video.
Okay, and this is me not caring. Moving on.
Even me not caring.
Yeah, anyway, Dad, you can hate me now. Okay, it's not my fault you don't have a passport. Why don't you have a passport, Dan? Please explain.
I have a passport.
Really?
It is just a complicated issue because of my
Can you use this passport?
look.
Can you use this passport? Yes or
Listen.
no?
Let's discuss these interviews. Okay. So Phil managed to, I don't know how since I was not there, but somehow he managed to get some interviews with certain artists that he put together.
Yes.
They are not very good, obviously, but please excuse him. He was all the way over there on his own. So, I mean, he tried his best. You know what I mean? So, yeah, no. Who did you speak to, Phil?
Dumbass. Well, first of all, I got the shirtless bandit, as I call him, Blayze. He's a fan of the show, actually. He knew the theme song, which I found endlessly entertaining.
Do you know who also knows that theme song?
Mm.
Kanye. I heard
Really?
Kanye sang the theme song for 2 Broke Twimbos. I was
Wow.
like, dog.
Wow. We out here, son.
We out here.
We're out here. So yes, Blayze, sat down with Blayze, and then I managed to get Carpo. For those that don't know who Carpo is basically the brains and the brawn, the driving force behind Casper Nyovest's incredible success. So we didn't manage to interview him when Casper was here, and to my chagrin, because I really wanted to sit down with Carpo, I managed to corner him. He's a very busy man. Got a few wise words from him. regarding the industry and, of course, his work with these young up-and-coming artists. And then...
I have to say it's a bit more on the serious side. It's not what Two Broke Twimbos usually does. You know what I
but
mean? It's
but
very
in-depth journalism. We delve deep.
It gets quite intense.
Stoic. Quite stoic.
Stoic is a good word. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. And then, of course, the stunning beauty. Oh my gosh, words fail me, Dad, because this woman, she's like she's an angel. She's literally the prototype. God sent her down from above, and was like, "This is perfection. View my wondrous works. Look at my skills. This is what I can create." None other than Nomuzi Mabena. Obviously, we hit it off well.
By that you mean she didn't pepper spray you?
She did not. No, she did not. She actually gave me like a half church hug, and she was kind enough to comment on my Instagram and with a few kind words, which obviously I instantly screenshotted and sent to you with annotations, as I'm sure you recall. So yeah, that was a good time. Those are good memories. And of course, this guy called Paul. He's in a duo. They're trying to do a few things in the African music
up and
scene.
coming, you know.
Up and coming guys. I believe they call themselves P Square. Square P's, P Square.
P triangle. It's some
Yeah,
some shape. I don't know.
They do something about lingos and onions and so forth.
Yeah. So yeah,
Collabos
I'm sure
and collabos, yeah.
You'll start learning
Yeah.
more about them as they become more and more popular.
Yeah. So I believe his brother's Peter and Paul.
So who did you speak to?
I spoke to Paul,
Okay, cool.
the rude boy of P Square. Yes. So without further ado, let's roll those interviews, guys. Enjoy.
We broke.
Yo, it's your boy Phil Chad, aka Flynn Floss, out here at the Mamas
Yeah, man.
with the shirtless
what's,
bandit.
What's the song? We broke.
broke,
we
broke. We ain't got it. That's right, bro.
Yeah,
Good looking out. You finally put a shirt on, bro.
It's winter.
All right.
You know. That's it.
All right, dope. So tell us what's going on, bro. You got 2 new singles out. You dropped Suka.
Yeah.
Huh?
I got Suga's been out. Me and Chris, that song did its rounds. Meant to be as the new one.
Yeah.
Shot the video for that 2 weeks ago.
Oh, word?
It's gonna be out in about a week and a half. And then Super Boss Nova drops. And yo, dog, just remember that. #Super Boss Nova. Trust me.
That's the album name.
No. That's the single after Meant to Be. I've got
Alright.
a Ladies Night EP that's coming out. The first single is going to be a song with Chad the Don. But Super Boss Nova, just remember that. It's going to be out.
Who's on Super Boss Nova? Who does the production?
Me and the Avengers. And it's really, really dope. I just took the drums they had and added my elements to the songs. And yeah, it's good. When DJ Cleo looks at you and says you got something, you know you got something.
Yeah. I definitely noticed, like, the last 2 years, a lot of momentum's been picking up. Like, I've
Yeah.
been telling you, bruh, I felt that Underdog was slept on. You know what I mean?
Hey, man.
I felt it was slept. That was a classic summer album.
Thank you,
I still
dog.
bump that item. So, what have you changed coming into this project?
Coming to this project, I'm not that angry anymore. Underdog was a really pissed off album, and it was just where I was at mentally, and like that was where I learned a lot of things from a creative point of view, how to turn frustration into creativity. So with this, now what I've really changed is just being a little bit more open-ended, a little bit more musical. I became Mr. Turn Up, and I was like, no, there's so much more to me than that. So it's just really exposing a more musical side from an artistic writing perspective, just opening content up from just I go hammer, 20 gold chains, but yeah, it's interesting. I'm trying to grow as an artist, man, and the new music reflects that.
All right. And then last thing, my mother was like, why does Dylan wear those contacts? I don't like those contacts. Why does he do that?
My mother was like, why are you wearing those contacts? We were in church 2 days ago. What is this? It was just, like I said, in terms of hammer, like creatively what I wanted to do with the video, it worked. The original idea was shades, and I was like, no, shades are cool. The song is not cool. The song is I'm venting. So I want you to focus on what I'm saying more than what I look like. And that just gave that. So creatively, that's what we did, but I've retired the context. They only last a year anyway.
It was a nice niche, though. It was a signature look. You know?
Dude, it was. Like, people knew me. They were like, yo, you should go out like that. I was like, hey, I'm not really trying to get arrested.
Can you see out those things, though?
Yeah, you can. It hurts like hell, especially in the beginning. It's like the size of a 5 Rand coin. Like, literally, I can't put it in by myself. I need somebody to help me with it. But hey, that's why I stopped wearing them, dog. The first time I wore them, I actually had blue around my eyes. It looked like I was in a punch-up. Like, I won, but I took one. I took like 1 or 2, so.
All right, dope. So we're looking out. Meant to Be's out now.
Yeah, man.
Super Boss Nova. So what's the album going to be called? Do you have a name yet?
I don't have a name for the album yet. I've got the content for an album, but I haven't packaged it as that. My focus right now is the singles. You can have a classic album, but if you don't have the hype and the buzz of the singles, you're going to be releasing it to the, whoever. So for me, it's the singles. The Ladies Night EP is definitely going to come out, and that is just really, focusing on a female-based market, because the shirt-off thing, I realize females vibe with me more than guys, so I haven't catered to them from a content perspective. And that just shows another side of Blayze as well, creatively and sound-wise, so I'm excited.
All right, dope, man. Good looking out. Thanks a lot.
No doubt. Take it easy.
We broke.
All right, your boy Phil Chad, aka Phil Flaws, out here with Carpo, the brains behind Casper Njovet's career, obviously, the hit maker, the producer, the legendary. What else do you do, man? You're just such a multi-talented, multifaceted individual.
Yeah, man, I'm a talented person. People don't know that I have a Grammy,
All right. What is that for?
Best newcomer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why did you come on?
Huh? What?
Why did you come on?
What do you want me to come on?
As a newcomer, what did you done to achieve the Grammy?
Just hard work, man. Just doing song with Jigga, man, Kanye. Just to keep my friends that I have.
I remember that was a hot joint. That was a hot joint. It blew up in the club.
My face, yeah, straight up, man. Just jump in the club.
That was a hit. That was a sort of. I think it was slept on.
Yeah, and there's another one that I'm doing right now. It's called Spirit. It's Carpo, Spirit.
Alright, do you mind just dropping a few bars for the fans?
No bars, just the chorus. Just a Sekha, to Spirit.
Nice.
That's it, yeah.
Nice.
That's my thing. You know what I'm saying?
And obviously, Slice at Soti, you made that song. I mean,
yeah.
song would have been nothing without you.
Yeah, I always say that's why I call myself the Slider to this star.
Yeah.
I'm a Slider to this star.
How did you write that verse?
Huh?
How did you write that verse? Tell us.
No, I didn't write it. Just from my from the
off the top of your dome.
Top,
man,
freestyling.
you truly are an amazing individual, man.
I'm a legend.
I mean,
people
so
don't understand that.
what can we expect in the future?
You can expect a lot of things. You can expect a collab with me and who's this? Lady Gaga.
Snap.
She's been calling me and everything.
Blowing up the phone.
Yeah, and who else? I've been trying to do a song with Zambia. I don't even know Zambia.
Okay.
Yeah, Zambia, Mendoza, just all those people.
Just bring back the classic Kwaito stars in the new school.
Yeah, because they've been hitting me up. They want to do songs with me. I'm like, no, guys, just give me time. I'll call you guys when you want to do a song.
Maybe do like a Geta 2016 or something like that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's just work, man. You know what I'm saying? Me and Casper, I'm trying to do a track with him.
Alright.
The track
who? What's his name?
Me and Casper.
Casper, who's that?
Casper is some nigga that I know.
Okay.
Just some nigga, man.
Just a small-time guy.
Yeah, just a normal guy. He's been a fan of my music for long.
Right. Well, that's great that you're helping the young artists come up.
Because they look up to me. These artists, all of them, they look up to me, and I'm really honored.
And you're just mentoring them in the game.
I'm just mentoring them. I mean, trying to
That's a beautiful thing, man. That's a beautiful thing.
To do a song with me again. Ricky wants to do a song. He's my boy, but I'm just saying, they all look up to me.
You should tell him to shave, though. I mean, that beard, it's not a good look.
I've been telling them for long, because I shave, it's just that.
Yeah, we can see that.
Yeah, I shave a lot. I shave every day, and those boys must shave, especially Casper. Casper must shave. I always tell him to shave. I mean, just shave. And Ricky must shave too. And the Major League boys, they must shave.
Yeah, they shave their heads, though.
Yeah, their heads, but they have big heads. Really big. I've never seen such in my life, but we'll just have to. But you're laughing, and it's a very serious matter, this thing. But anyways, it's fine. And the girls are passing here. I know this one. She's my ex-girlfriend, but she just passes.
She looks very unhappy. What did you do?
Very happy. I cheated on her with her sister. It's fine, bro.
Yeah, man. Carpo, I appreciate your time. Thanks a lot, bro. You truly are a gentleman.
Man.
And we look out for you in the future, man.
Yeah, thank you. Let me just go do my next interview with E-Entertainment.
All right, just tell the fans, where can they get hold of you?
You go on Twitter, it's... No, not Twitter. I don't like Twitter, man. On Instagram, it's Carpo More. Carpo More.
All right.
Yeah.
Good looking out, bro.
Follow me on Instagram. Twitter, I don't tweet. I really hate Twitter. It's a bunch of bullshit.
All right, man. Good looking out.
Okay, thank you so much, brother.
Nice.
Shout out to the people out there, Africa. We are one.
We broke.
Voice no child, I'm here with Paul, the rude boy of P Square.
Yeah, boy.
How you doing, boss?
I did, I'm good.
So you guys are here for celebrating 10 years of the Mama.
Yeah, definitely.
What role has MTV played in your careers?
They've played a whole lot. And I think somehow it's not been fair. Because ever since they've been doing awards, we only attended once. Okay, and that was the first award they ever had in Nigeria. And since then we've been busy. But thank God this time they informed us like few months before this, so we kept the date. If not, trust me, we'd either be in Zimbabwe, Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, or somewhere in Europe or America, but we're here. So they've played a big role in our career because they gave us that spirit of doing a good video, and that's what people know P Square with. When it comes to video, we do our best, okay, and they gave us that platform.
Yeah, you guys have definitely been killing it from Onyinye, the video you guys did with T.I. When you guys conceptualize your videos, what do you guys want to achieve?
I think for videos, there are so many things we look at. You can never watch P Square video and be like, this video looks like this video, or this song sounds like. We always want to be different, okay? We always once people watch our video, they know that there's something that's going to happen, or this video is totally different. We don't want to keep giving people, it's a club song, you bring girls, okay, everybody shit. Usual, no. There must be a story, there must be something, details.
All right.
That's what we do. Like the last song we did with one white guy, nobody knows him.
Okay.
It's nobody. Nobody should go and think he's one big star. His name is Dave Scott. It's a song we did in America. But that's what I'm saying. Make sure you do something different. That's what we do.
All right, so what can your fans expect for the rest of 2015?
2015, I think just one single.
All right.
A single, and I won't tell you whether it's a collaboration. I won't tell you anything. You know, P Square, we're full of surprises. Watch out for it.
All right. Any surprises for tomorrow's performance?
Seriously. We're going to kill it tomorrow.
All right, we look forward to it, man. Thanks a lot, boss. Appreciate it.
We broke.
It's your boy Phil Chad, aka Flynn Floss, and I'm here with the first lady of Cash Time Records.
Hey!
Nomuzi Mabena.
What's up, though?
How you doing?
I'm good. What's up?
Nothing much. You guys have been hosting the MTV Awards. You just did the press conference. What are you most excited about going on tomorrow?
For me, this is what's fun for me. It's like after everything has happened. Obviously, it's all centered around the main event where we give out these awards. But it's everything that happens around the mamas that I'm so excited about. It's the energy of the artists coming together, meeting people that you've only seen on TV or meeting people that you haven't seen in a long time. That's really awesome. Obviously, it's always the best performances. And for me, it's like cool to get to see Vanessa someday from Tanzania, to get to see my brother, he's from Nigeria. It's always very exciting. I love the mamas.
All right. So there's a possibility of you being one of these nominees at some point in time.
Yeah.
You've just launched your rap career. 7 seems to be doing quite well.
Yeah.
What are your plans for a follow-up single?
Yo, the next single that's going to be dropping is the new Vigilante song that's got the whole of Cash Time on it. That's going to be like a history-making record, and only Vigi could have brought it out. It's going to be K.O., Kid X, My Easy Does It, Muggs, and Skanda Queen all on one track under DJ Vigilante. That's dropping really, really soon. And I've got a couple of collaborations coming out. Obviously, I was waiting until the second half of the year to drop them out because there's a lot of summer bangers, a lot of stuff that are going to get people moving and dancing. So you guys can look out for that. And at the end of the year, I got my own single coming out, which I think is a song that everybody's waiting for, because it's very easy to jump onto somebody else's song and just because you just add your own flavor, but now it's just you by yourself. What is it that you can offer? So Skanda Queen is ready, man. I've been waiting for this for a long, long time, so it's going to be good.
Musicality wise, what direction are you going with? R&B or more hip-hop?
You know what? I thought I wanted to just rap. I just be a rapper, just rap for people.
Rap raw, son.
You know, just rap, because I was like, damn, girls can rap, and I just wanted to prove that I could rap. So I wanted to rap, but then I went into the studio and I was making my own music, and I was like, music is just about what makes you feel, and sometimes it's just, you want to sing loud, and sometimes you just want to rap. So I'm still at that discovering stage. I mean, I've only been writing music for a year. So I'm still discovering every single day. I'm like, wow, I didn't even know I could do that. So I'm doing that. But right now the sound is very Skanda, obviously, but it's a more female perspective on Skanda. I feel like the guys can get a little bit hard and stuff. So for me, it's very sexy. And although there are a lot of female MCs on the African continent, I definitely think that I'm one of the most female MCs, because I'm not afraid to say the things that a girl would say. Like, I'll call myself a bad B. And I'm proud of it, you know. Whereas most girls are like, no, don't call yourself that. You know, you just want to be strong. But it's like, hey, it's the time, it's what's happening, it's what's going on. So the sound is very girly, but still super Skanda, and yeah, very hip-hop influenced.
All right, dope. We look forward to it. Outside of music, any other plans?
As you can see, man, we out here at the Mamas right now. I'm a very big part of the MTV based family, so I'm going to be staying with them for until the end of the year at least. Maybe if they can have my money, I'll stay for the rest of the year. But I mean, obviously MTV has been a very crucial part in my career, and it's also helped me launch my music career. So I'm going to be staying with MTV. I love fashion, so that's definitely a space that we're going to be playing in as well. But for right now, I'm not trying to be like a jack of all trades and a master of none. So I'm definitely going to be focused on getting the music right, obviously under the watchful eye of KO, and then working with people like Alex and Tim at MTV on a television perspective. I'm good.
All right. No, thanks a lot for your time. We appreciate
Thank
it.
you so much for coming out.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. That was the first half of the monster weekend that was the Mamas. Obviously, Saturday night was the event itself, and what these people do, they have something called a red carpet, carpet. So, it's a new concept I'm not familiar with.
I have a red carpet. It used to be maroon. Anyway,
so basically what these people did is they lined us media types up along this red carpet like cattle, and they said, stand here, wait for artists, snap fingers, snap photos, ask questions.
yeah, because that would have been weird. Ew.
Yes, ask questions and try to present yourselves in a dignified manner. So that's what we try to do. And during this time, I managed to rope in individuals like Khuli Chana.
No, sir. I like Khuli Chana.
Diamond Platinums, who won a best live act at the Mamas, which is a good look for him. Shout out to him. So you had a problem with the way I say Tanzania? It's what? Tanzania?
Look,
what?
People say things
Tanzania?
differently. I'm convinced that it's Tanzania.
It's not like we don't know someone who's from there that we speak to on a regular basis.
If only we could think of someone.
If only we knew maybe a beautiful young lady, probably a close relationship with a friend of ours as well.
Pawakati young ipapo wandirasa.
Okay, my wife. Anyway, yeah,
Love you, love.
We shall investigate that situation further. So yeah, Khuli Chana, Diamond. We also, speaking of which, we managed to rope in the young lady Lo, who was also at these awards for some reason.
Lo was there representing Zim Tanzania.
Yeah.
Zimzania.
Zimzima. And she was there with MisRed, was representing her feathered bottom in a very nice dress.
She was looking quite lovely, I must say.
Quite lovely indeed. And of course, the beautiful Ruveneko Pereira,
who I believe was very embarrassing. I'm so sorry, Ruvhi, but I'm going to put you on blast. She apparently saw Two-Face. I was like, oh my gosh, look, it's P Square.
No, she actually did that. No, yeah. I was actually there when she did it. And it was so funny because we looked at her like, Ruvhi, you do know that's Two-Face, right?
It gets worse.
And you do know that P Square is two people? It's a collective, not an individual. It's not like P1 and P2.
At least she got the country right. So well done there, Ruvhi.
All jokes aside, Two-Face is actually a very cool dude, because even after that, you're still nice enough to take photos with Ruvhi and them, a little chit chat. Funny story, like he left for rehearsals and then he came back. As he was coming back, I dropped something from my wallet. And he actually stopped and was like, dude, you dropped something. Go pick that up. I was like, Two-Face, you, my friend, are a stand-up guy.
I'm so glad he's not two-faced. He has one face.
Anyway, moving right along. Dumbass.
Also spoke to you spoke to DJ Sabby.
Yes. That's my good friend. I call him Sabello.
From YFM.
Because we're close like that.
You call him by his full name because you're close.
Sabello.
Whereas everyone else calls
Sabby.
him by a shortened nickname version.
Yeah. It's like people that don't know me call me Phil, but my close friends call me Philip. These are the facts on the ground. Anyway, yes, Sabby's on YFM. He's got a show that basically covers African music, and he's seen as one of the forerunners in South Africa to embrace African music. So it was good to see him there, speak to him about his view on African music, and obviously just suck up to him, because when the Feeds a P joint drops, guess who I'm sending it to first?
Right. Anyway, also a favorite lady of ours, Miss Vimba Muthiniri. She calls herself Miss Vimba. She's currently doing big things. She's all over the place. She's omnipresent, as I like to say.
Yes. She's doing Stargist. She's working with the Ministry of South African Tourism. She's an Instagram celebrity. I mean,
former Big Brother housemate.
She's out here. So I managed to rope her in, whisper some sweet nothings in her ear, just get her attention, and see what we can build on. It's all about building, Dan. That's the key word. Build. Let's build.
Yes. Anyway, so those are the interviews for you to enjoy. Check them out. Now, the most amazing part, of course, is that we're going to be putting together a video review of this. Again, Phil was there all by his lonesome, so please don't be harsh in your judgments. He was lonely. He felt lost without his rudder and his sure anchor. So, as I'm sure you can understand how anyone would feel in such a situation. So please bear with him.
Shame. Hey,
Don't worry, I am here, Phil.
You
I'm
really,
here for you.
you really are bum hurt right now. Like, wow. Okay, it's not my fault, dog. I told you, get a passport. You don't listen. Anyway, so let's get to it. Enjoy.
It's your boy Phil Chana, aka Flynn Floss, out here at the Mamas with the Motoko originator.
My homie.
What up,
What's
bro?
up? It's good to see you, man.
It's good to see you
yeah,
too, bro.
man. Always.
You gone, bruh. Like, how many brand endorsements are you trying to have concurrently? I mean, you get crunk on the vodka. You go out, you have the 2-piecer.
My 3-piece later.
I mean,
is that what the streets is?
Yeah, you're corporate darling right now, bro. Why don't you break some of that money, bro? Come on, son.
I'm gonna break you off, man. Man, it's been such an amazing journey, man. And I remember going. I come from being that guy who used to knock on these doors, and to having brands now knock on our door, and that's amazing. The
That's
transition.
Dope.
Yeah.
So let's talk of a Morafe reunion.
Yeah, man, Morafe reunion. I guess we've all kind of grown up now. Everybody has a family, and it'll happen very soon. I hope
So
it's
what's
sooner.
going to come first, the Morafe album or the next Khuli album?
Next Khuli album, definitely, man. The game needs, Chana power, and. Working on something. I've got a joint with Pato Ranking Fire. Something you should look out for. Yeah. That's gonna be epic. Yeah.
Patron is blowing up. He just signed his deal. Yeah. So that's a good look.
What deal? Tell me about this deal.
He just signed a record deal with Island Def Jam.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Pato Ranking just signed a deal with Island Def Jam.
You guys didn't know this?
No. I told you this kid is fire. No, yeah, Pato Ranking, man. And one of the most humble artists I've ever vibed with. He's such a very creative, very chilled. It was probably, I'd say, the most, fun studio session I've ever had.
Dope.
Yeah.
So besides the Patronic King joint, what else can fans look forward to in the next year?
Man, fans should look out for just another classic. That's how I do. I make timeless music. I take my time. So the album will drop when it's ready. Yeah,
Alright, man. Thanks a lot.
man.
Good looking out.
Thank you, my
Two
king.
Broke Twimbos appreciate you.
Rah, shout out to Zim. Peace.
Good looking out. It's your boy Flynn Floss. I'm out here with Tanzania's finest, Diamond Platinum's 3-time nominee here at the 2015 Awards. Diamond, how you doing, boss?
Under control. I'm great. All
right, dope. East Africa really hasn't taken off up until you in terms of the African scene.
There's many artists. We're all trying.
But how does it feel for when people associate East African music? It's you and Salty Soul, and you guys are basically leading the charge.
Yeah, everything starts with the steps. So I think there's Diamond, there's Saudi Soul, there's Vanessa there also. So I'm just going to be another artist like Sheta. There's many artists back at home that are doing great. So I think for me it's just a matter of time. So when the time is right, I think you hear all those artists.
Did the success of number one catch you by surprise? Was that what you expected when you released it?
Well, when I was dropping number one, because I was doing my East African thing. When I started to do my to compose number one, my point of that song was to get the continent market. So it's like I was expecting that thing, but I didn't expect this much. Yeah.
All the best tonight. It's your boy Phil Chana, and we're here with DJ Sabby from YFM. Sabby, how you doing tonight, man?
Chilling, dog, chilling. No complaints. All good, all good.
You're seen as one of the first DJs to really embrace African music and music outside of South Africa. What inspired that move?
Well, I've always been listening to the music, and I felt like, we need to get to a point where we're embracing our own sound. And since I was on a very, big platform like YFM, and it's all about, breaking new music, I felt like instead of breaking international stuff that's already been given a platform internationally, why not break music of our own here in South Africa and pioneer that sound? And, but literally it's because I love the sound, and since I'm with a station that's all about playing what you love, I said, you know what, let me play what I love, and that's African sounds.
Dope. So right now on the continent, who are you looking out for?
Yo, man, I'm not gonna lie, guys like Stonebwoy just came out of nowhere. They doing a thing, but you can't run away from what the Nigerian sound is doing. Diamond is representing Tanzania. Southeast Soul, they're out here doing their thing. Zimbabwean artists are also on a come up. It will be good maybe in the next coming years to see them being nominated also in this category. And also, man, our hip hop game in SA is freaking amazing.
Dope. So give us predictions for tonight. Who's winning?
I see Casper doing very well tonight. I see KO also getting something. I see Sarkodie getting something. I think Diamond had a freaking amazing year, man. I also think he's going to get something. Yemi Alade might get something in the female category, or Shay Shay. But we'll see. Anything can happen.
All right, thanks a lot, bro. I appreciate it. It's your boy Phil Chana, aka Film Floss, and I'm here with Zimbabwe's finest export. I mean, she's doing big things. South Africa, Nigeria, just the whole world, really. Vimba Muthiniri, Vimba, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you? Wow, that was one heck of an intro.
Yes, that's what I do.
Thank you. How are you doing? Yeah?
What are your projects looking like this year?
Oh, wow. I just launched an amazing travel project with SA Tourism, where I've been hosting influential celebrities from around the continent and bringing them to South Africa to promote tourism in South Africa. But it's also a launching pad for a new travel brand that I've launched for myself. I'm on the cover of Nigeria's Mania magazine as the new face of travel for Africa.
Zimbabwe tourism offer.
Do you know what? Zimbabwe tourism, I think, is going great places because there's so much to see. It's just a matter of us kind of getting our economy stable again and so forth. And, once the right things are in place, I'll be excited to promote tourism from my own country as well.
That was such a great politician's answer.
Oh, listen, man. Whatever pays the bills.
Joe, well, we appreciate your work. And we just wanted to say thank you. And keep doing your thing. Thanks for talking to us. It's your boy Phil Chana, and we have found Zimbabweans on the red carpet. Ladies, how are you?
Good, how are you?
How did you sneak in?
No, you know what? We know people who know people, just like we always do in Zimbabwe. You know how it is.
You guys looking forward to tonight?
We are, yeah. We're looking forward to the main.
I want to see AKA and Flavor.
Davido. I'm looking forward to Neo. I'm a sucker for love.
All right, sorry, ladies.
Oh, yeah. We as Zimbabweans will see you at home.
All right, guys, there you go. So that concludes our bumper. I mean, it really was a bumper episode from the Mamas. We've got a horde of interviews. You've got an extra guest. And don't forget to vote, guys. If you want us to kick Dan off the show, let us know on Facebook and Twitter, and we will make it happen. Because Googs and I, we have a connection, That's my Gugu muffin. And I feel two Broke Twimbos without Dan would just be a better offering. The look you're giving me right now.
Anyway, so we're going to have some video content. So please make sure that your browsers have twobroketwimbos.com and youtube.com/user/twobroketwimbos/ php / mark.
Just /2broketwimbos. It'll redirect you to the page.
Right, there we go. So have that bookmarked, because then there's going to be a video review and you can get to see how poorly Phil does without me.
Right. So look out for that. It should be up by next week. Obviously, guys, it's easier to edit audio than video. So we're working tirelessly to get that content out to you, but there's so much content, it will take some time.
And one final thing, just context. We have finally put together a home studio.
Yes.
Which is where we're recording this. And as I'm sure you can hear the amazing
quality. The quality is amazing. I mean, I did. We somehow, some way, we managed to invest in some new equipment, which is how we're able to record podcast episodes in the air. I really do think that's a first, Dan. Has anyone else recorded a podcast in the air?
Black box recordings. Maybe?
No, it's not a podcast. Like, no one. Well, good evening. Welcome to episode 545 of Black Box Recordings. Today we listen to flight UM754.
Would be a brilliant reality radio show.
That would be boring as
What
hell.
do pilots talk about? Anyway, so we've got various egg cartons strewn about willy-nilly in a very haphazard fashion. And I'm quite proud of the work I've done here. I really am. We've put together a really nice little recording studio.
You're a dumbass. You're a dumbass. Yeah, in fact, we're going to put a little video of that on Facebook, so look out for that. Anyway, guys, enjoy the episode. Don't forget, like, subscribe, reply. Just let us know what's going on, guys. If you're enjoying the episodes, interact with us. We are here to talk to you, the listeners. And we love you. We really do.
Especially the female versions of you.
Okay, that's a little weird. Okay, anyway. Enjoy the episode. See you guys next week. We're out.
We broke.
Cash time 30 for life.
Moderne maka, lezindaba zangu sepe. Yobonu muntwa, yohamba ngosebe. Moderne maka, lezindaba zangu sepe. Yobonu muntwa, yohamba ngosebe. Mbuzo yapanga kake. Mbuzo yapanga kake. Mbuzo yapanga kake. Mbuzo yapanga kake. Moderne maka, lezindaba zangu sepe. Yobonu muntwa, yohamba ngosebe. Moderne maka, lezindaba zangu sepe. Yobonu muntwa, yohamba ngosebe. Mbuzo yapanga kake. Mbuzo yapanga kake. Mbuzo yapanga kake. Mbuzo yapanga kake. Nagancane silapo. Ogumhlophe sola kuma all-white party nabangan bizabakho. Yagan is mad, not on this yobuye kubenja. Okay, say so gay, lumbizo potu ngenta. Fake for stand, tati kancane. Yabaza bak, dalas tawalas. Sifuna nane style, maju ya paisa. So city chai chagalas. And clap, kalangan, petting take kalagan. Yala back for no great forge. Got to yaga back for the live fat. Manga, balaba spring. Manga, balaga, mellow go. Pull me little, pitches in your summers, potope. Stas kulumela toloke. One in your gum, Apollo tickets, white chocolate, now hop on the bay. Modern maka, lezindaba zangu sepe. Yobonu muntwa, yohamba ngosebe. Modern maka, lezindaba zangu sepe. Yobonu muntwa, yohamba ngosebe. Mbuzo yapanga kake. Mbuzo yapanga kake. Mbuzo yapanga kake. Mbuzo yapanga kake.
They call me
me check out a yeah. Change lanes, I'm switching a gear. Money talk, no lip over here. Check the Insta, you wish you were here. Chips in the air and we ballin'. And I'm again this corner, play catch up, mar I'm again this solid warning. Take a minute, jong from a beginning to a woman. I've always been on it. Skanda queen, reign supreme. The team is mean, the swag is clean. The baddest bitch in the game is me. And I be stacking cash time money like it's monopoly.
Basango sepe, you bono monta, you hambango sepe, budunde maka. Isn't the basango sepe, you bono monta, you hambango sepe. Mbozo ya panagate.